I have to start out with the timeline. So I don't think this is happening tomorrow or next week, or probably not even for the next 4 or 5 months. Not clearly anyway. And in that period of time, gold and silver might be a really good place, you know? And, but when you look at the chart and you look at the weekly or the daily for gold or silver, it's just literally straight up, literally vertical line for weeks and weeks
It's
and weeks and weeks
crazy.
and weeks. And if you ever bought an asset on a chart that looks like that, it usually doesn't end well, right? Uh, so it's too late. I missed that trade myself, and I'm not a trader, right? So I wasn't looking for that. That's my idea. Is like I'm not going to go buy now at $5,100 gold. Is gold going to go to 10,000 this year? Maybe. Will silver go to a couple $100? Maybe. That's a 2x from here, right? And it also potentially falls off a cliff in the next couple months or something like that, and it drops significantly because it looks crazy overbought to me. But we know that Bitcoin runs on liquidity cycles. We know that altcoins love easing policy. And if you're just patient and wait for it, because it'll come back. I don't know how crazy altcoin season will be. I don't know if it's going to be everything in altcoin season pumps, but it kind of does. Like when we had these moves, like when we went to, was it 97K a week or two ago, whatever it was, altcoins rallied, all of them, more than Bitcoin did, mostly. So everything goes up because it's priced usually in ETH or something like that, right? So if ETH goes up, like these altcoins are going to go up. But I still want to hold. But the point is that when it comes down to where you park your cash or where you park your money right now, I believe that over the next 12 months, Bitcoin and certain altcoins will outperform gold and silver where they are today, right? So gold goes to 10,000, it's a 2x. Now silver goes to 300, it's a 3x. Those are very likely possibilities, and if it wasn't just a vertical chart already, I would probably look to make those plays. But I also think that there's a real risk I mean, it's like because everyone is talking about gold and silver, and it's usually a sign that you want to kind of not be there when everyone starts talking. Like, everybody, like my friend my private chats that I'm in, my friends are telling me about how their wives are coming to them saying, "Hey, do you know that gold's probably a really good investment?" Like, yeah, it's like that same moment when Bitcoin's going to all time highs and everyone's just euphoric about it, and your taxi driver's telling you to buy Bitcoin. Like these are the times have always been the clear signals to kind of get out of something when the herd is there, and then they think that our industry is dead. Those proven time over time over time, it's always been the best to kind of go against the herd of what people are doing and look for the next move.
Mhm.
And I think that Bitcoin's certainly not dead. I think that right now what's happening is probably massive accumulation with Bitcoin, and then all the retail, if there's any even left, have probably rotated from from Bitcoin into metals. And so they're just selling their Bitcoin to all the institutions right now. BlackRock just launched another premium ETF of Bitcoin that allows people to like earn on yield of volatility or something. And I didn't really know what that meant because I'm not a Wall Street guy, but apparently I asked my AI if it would increase spot demand on Bitcoin, and it likely will. So they're going to be accumulating more. I think that the Trump family, and probably all of the kind of inside people are buying Bitcoin right now. And it's just a matter of time. It's all about timing before they do something like the strategic reserve Bitcoin law, right? Which would require us to buy, if it's past this Lummis's bill, then we're just spot buying DCA and Bitcoin over the next 5 years, buying 200,000 coins a year. Like the second that something like that is announced, you have a permanent bid,
Mhm.
and then it becomes a race of who's going to front run the U.S. government. And I also don't think that the government. This is more of a tinfoil hat idea, but like just makes sense to me. The government would probably. It's not. It wouldn't be wouldn't be the most ethical or moral thing to do, but Trump will just probably call it was a strategic what is it called? National defense, right? You just say, oh, we did it because it was national defense. Like we had to get a stockpile of Bitcoin before we actually announced that we were going to continuously buy it. Like we wanted to buy it at $90,000, not at, a million or whatever. So maybe they're acquiring before they announce a Bitcoin reserve. But I think that something like that's going to happen. And even if that didn't happen, then I think we're still going to get a Bitcoin season where when it starts ripping, people are going to rotate from gold and silver into Bitcoin. And if you are there now, you benefit. It's like buying gold or silver a year ago. Like silver a year ago wasn't even actually moving at all. It wasn't until this year it really started pumping hard, or like the end of last year. But if you bought it a year ago, you're just sitting there waiting and fuck, silver hasn't moved in like 15 years. Is it ever going to move? But if you were in there at that time, like you got to take full advantage of this run, and that's kind of how it feels like Bitcoin to me. Like that asymmetric bet is done off the table right now in my opinion. Like you're not going to get 5x on gold. You're probably not going to get 5x on silver, but could you get 5x on ETH? Yes.
You made it to the end of the clip. That means you're probably enjoying this. And if so, just know that you can catch us live every Tuesday and Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to see the full version of this episode, you can click the link in the description down below. Otherwise, YouTube thinks that you will enjoy this next.